Welcome to this Halloween video which looks at Jekyll and Hyde seedlings, specifically of willow herbs, and they're a group of plants that I've been talking a lot about, but there's not much information published on the internet about these. And these seedlings develop two kinds of growth over the autumn. They have normal seedling leaves, which then condense at the end of the meristem into a new kind of growth. And here's a different species. This one's Epilobium montanum, and you can see that the seed leaves are still there, the big broad seed leaves, but at the tip of the stem the growth is condensing into something entirely different. This is probably triggered by changes in day length and possibly temperature. This plant, or these plants, are changing into something completely different in terms of their form of growth and development. And this happens in September, October time. These are seedlings which were grown sown about 4 months ago and grew very quickly. And what I'm doing here is cutting into the stem to show what's growing beneath the body of the plant. And these plants start to do something strange in the hours of early autumn, and you can see that there's a bud growing on the root here. So these condensed plants are stopping growth there and starting a different kind of growth completely on these underground buds that have just broken through the surface here. So these things are actually called turions, and most or many different kinds of willow herbs produce these over the autumn and winter. And you can see there the leaves are very sort of bract-like. They're not bract-like, they're not proper leaves, but they're involved in storing nitrogen, phosphorus and starch, which the plant can use before it starts growth again in the spring. So the plant will stay in this form without growing much further, probably until February or March. In other words, it'll be suspended animation for a couple of months. Here's an adult plant which is storing nutrients over the winter in a similar way. Now this plant is several years old. It dies back after flowering each year and produces these condensed buds or turions again. And if you look at these are very similar to what has been produced by the seedling in the young plants. And these turions will stay again in this form until February, when they'll extend. Now, this is a paper about these things done by Anselm Krumbiegel in 2001. There's been very little in the literature about these plants, maybe a couple of papers. Rootstock buds, like I've shown you, emerge below the soil surface at the base of the aerial shoot. These buds do not or hardly elongate, but they remain below the soil surface in some willow herbs. The buds of some species slightly elongate, and they break through the soil surface and unfold to form buds. Thanks for watching.